Wow, this is it.
By far one of the saddest days in Westfield history, right? Welcome to the final sports show featuring us, well, ever.
In this end of an era episode, we cover every Westfield sport in some capacity. No Rowan, no Adrian, just us two.
Starting off the finale, we'll talk about current sports, then move into team seasons that have already ended, such as fall and winter sports.
The baseball team had a bipolar week to say the least. In 4 games, they went 2-2, advancing their record to 13-9. The 2 losses came in back-to-back days to out-of-conference opponents, Greenfield Central and Columbus North.
In the senior night loss, plain and simple, we had an off night. Pitching wasn't quite there. The bats, with the exception of Matt Droslick, were not there, and that led to a 7-2 loss. They followed that with another loss, this time at Columbus North. For the first 5 innings, it was a pitcher's duel going into the bottom of the 5th, scoreless.
And they gave up 7 runs and lost 10-2. Same situation and same reason for a loss, different night. After a day's rest, however, they bounced back with a conference sweep over HSC, our sectional opponent.
You know, people might have doubted us without throwing our best arm in Jacob Kolf, but the pitching was almost flawless in the series. In the first game, our pitching was best as Ty Anderson earned himself a shove day video, going the complete game, striking out 6 and only allowing 1 hit.
And let's not forget about the offense and the clutch hitting by Braden Hibbler, Ty Gentry, and Eli Manbeck. They combined for 5 hits and 2 RBIs, which would be the only 2 runs scored by either team in our 2-0 win at home.
On to the second game, we finally saw the much-desired home run success. Matt Droslick, who went 1 for 3 on the day, supplied run support with a solo shot and his first career home run.
Now we move on to the veteran Colin Lindsay, who a lot of people expected to have multiple home runs by this point in the season. Entering the game, he was bombless until his second time at the plate, that is.
That's when he unloaded on a fastball thrown by Ethan Lund. Quick side note, there's no hard feelings here, Ethan. It was just a really good hit, you know. And his first home run since May 9th, 2022 versus Monroe Central. Yes, that's an obscure stat, but that's my specialty. Y'all know this. This isn't anything new.
And that's why we love you, Evan. Anyways, Colin ended the day with a career-high 6 RBIs, and Braden Hibbler ended the day going 3 for 4, improving his batting average to a solid .383.
Since there isn't a sports show after this, we'll just tell y'all about the schedule from here on out. Today, Monday, we are playing at Kokomo, and if I had to guess, I would say that it's a win. So here's that score. Wednesday and Thursday, we have the final conference series of the year against Avon, which I think, again, will be wins. Saturday, the 20th, we see the Jeffersonville Red Devils come into Shamrock Field, but I say we take care of business. Then the Saturday after graduation, or a week after the regular season ends, we play our sectional game versus HSE at Carmel. Good luck, boys. It's been a heck of a season, and I'm proud of y'all for what you guys have accomplished.
On to softball, and before I even start talking about them, can I just say how proud I am?
Floor is yours, my friend.
Although this year has been a little lackluster at times, you have proved a lot of people wrong by staying in contention for conference. Well done.
Well done indeed. The Lady Rocks on the diamond went 3-2 after a packed week of softball. I don't think it's necessary to talk about the 9-2 loss to Cathedral. Just know that Maggie Rowe went 2 for 3 with an RBI in the 7th inning.
Now on to the games we'll happily talk about, starting off with the 1-0 win over HSC. This win was a statement win late in the season versus a superior team, a classic Westfield move. Maggie Rowe, although she did not net the single run that would eventually end the game, was co-player of the game by our standards, going 3 for 3 with a double.
You're probably asking yourself who the other co-player of the game was, and you'd be quite shocked to know that it was Chloe Tanner. Yes, Chloe Tanner. The Chloe Tanner that always wins this award. In 116 pitches in a complete game, she struck out 9 batters and only allowed 4 hits, leading to a win. The following day, they traveled to Arcadia and beat Hamilton Heights 15-5. Highlighted by all-around great offense, the needle in the haystack was for sure Allie Dolans. She went 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs and a bomb. With an addition of Kenzie Hyatt's 2 for 2 day and 3 RBIs, half our offense alone overpowered the entirety of the Huskies.
The Friday matinee versus Southmont saw similar offensive success as the girls breezed by the Monties 15-8. First and foremost, shout out to Grace Finelli and Allie Dolans for their big fly moments, their Applejacks, and their home runs.
Do you have any other names for home runs?
All right, so we got Homer, Dinger, Tater, Goner, Blast, Bomb, Big Fly, Deep Fly, Wallop, Shot, Moonshot.
All right, continue, please.
Well, Kara Snedeker went 3 for 4 with an RBI, Annika Lawrence went 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs, and the team totaled 17 hits.
We love offense. Offense, just as much as defense, is needed to win games. We didn't quite have that Saturday against Mooresville. The pitching was there and the offense wasn't. It's that simple.
The girls end out their season with non-conference games and a conference deciding game. Monday, they play undefeated Western. Here's that score. Tuesday, they play for the HEC title versus Avon. Here's how that went. Then their last regular season game is Thursday versus McCutcheon at home. They have a a sectional game versus Carmel, who we beat 13-8 earlier in the season in the second game of the year. Good luck, girls. We're pulling for you.
Finally, the final sport that we'll do a deep dive on, boys volleyball. They began their sectional run Saturday and won, beating Ben Davis and Zionsville. The boys have had a remarkable, incredible, jaw-dropping, awe-inspiring, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious season. They're not done yet either. The schedule for the rest of the season has not been posted, but I don't doubt that we'll go far.
All right, here's the schedule for this week. Monday, boys golf is at the HCC tournament during school. Them boys are lucky. Additionally, girls tennis is home versus North Central.
Tuesday, boys golf is at Carmel, this time not during school. Girls track runs their sectionals at HSE. Boys lacrosse plays at home versus Center Grove. And Unified Track runs at Hamilton Heights.
On Wednesday, we see girls tennis start their sectional run at Carmel.
Let's get it, Lady Rocks. Thursday, they continue that journey. Boys golf plays versus Cathedral, and boys track runs their sectionals at home, so go support.
Friday sees one event, boys golf competing at the Hamilton County Tournament.
Finally, Saturday sees a bunch of golf invites, JV baseball and softball, and Unified Track sectionals at Noblesville.
Now that we've gone through every spring sport going on this week, we get to the sad part of the show. Evan and I made a little video sharing our thanks and thoughts, and we'll play that at the end of this show.
For now, I just want to share a quote from Charles Dickens. It reads, "The pain of parting is nothing to the joy of meeting again." Aidan and I have put 3 years of dedicated work into what was once a 30-second piece on Rock TV.
From debates over interstate college rivalries, IU will always be better than Purdue. From the joy of winning to the sorrow of defeat, we've been through it all with Westfield.
We say with Westfield because we feel like we've connected with the community, whether it was here on camera, in the podcast studio, or in the broadcasting booth.
With the help of you, the viewer, supporter, and friends, we've blossomed sports media in Westfield from virtually non-existent to something incredible.
I will always hate IU.
And I will forever tout Zach Edey as overrated.
That doesn't change. Some things in life don't.
But that's the beautiful thing about life. It's full of variety and change.
After this episode, you'll be left in the hands of several great sportscasters. We have full trust in not just them, but the whole staff of Rock TV and their abilities to produce the best quality product possible.
Westfield, you're in great hands.
In the words of Vince Scully, you and I have been friends for a long time, but I know in my heart that I've always needed you more than you've needed me, and I'll miss our time together more than I can say.
The sun sets on one era and a new one begins. Our futures are set. We'll both be attending Ball State to pursue paths in sports media.
As for here, in the crossroads of the crossroads today, there will be a new year and new talent. Life moves on and adapts with change.
So as I said earlier, the following video is full of our final thanks and thoughts to friends, family, and you, the viewer.
Dear Westfield, I don't know where to start. My time in Westfield sports media has been some of the best time of my life.
This Westfield media program has changed my life forever.
Westfield is truly the only place where you can start with an idea and branch out into something incredible.
Coming into high school my freshman year, I had no clue what I wanted to do with my life.
I've been granted so many wonderful opportunities that I never would have even comprehended achieving if it weren't for some pretty amazing people.
Taking Intro to Communications freshman year and Rock TV classes from sophomore to senior year were the best decisions I've ever made. It showed me how passionate I really was about sports media, and it made me realize that this is what I wanted to do for the rest of my life.
To A-Strike and Bruns, thank you for believing me from day one and allowing me to pursue my passion in sports media.
I cannot thank Mr. A-Strike and Mr. Bruns enough for the opportunities they bestowed upon me. From sports shows to commentating football and baseball games, no words can describe how thankful and grateful I am for those moments.
To Aidan, my right-hand man, thank you for being the best friend a guy could ask for and accompanying me in this crazy journey.
Evan, thank you for being my partner throughout all these years. I simply could not ask for a better partner.
To Rock TV, thank you for giving me an avenue to share my hard work on.
Also, I want to thank Sam as well for making the Shamrock Sportscast possible. I never thought I would have so much fun with one piece.
To Alan and Sam, thank you for being just as invested in this as Aidan and I.
To Alan, the greatest producer to ever graze planet Earth, thank you so much. None of this would ever be possible without you. From producing the visuals for football games and baseball games, and even producing the Shamrock Sportscast, none of this would be possible without you. So Evan and I thank you very, very much.
To the coaches that have hired me for work and trusted me, thank you for trusting my capabilities to deliver a creative product.
I want to thank Rock TV alone for providing me a pathway for all my work to be shown.
To Rowan, Adrian, Callie, and Drew, thank you for giving me confidence in the future of Westfield sports media.
I'm beyond grateful for all of the opportunities given to me and all the memories I've made within this program.
And finally, thank you to everyone else that I could not thank for time constraints. Just know that I love you all.
It has given me a launch pad to be successful for the next 4 years at Ball State and beyond.
I am beyond blessed to have had these many opportunities, and I'm blessed to continue my dream through college.
And for one last time, roll Hoosiers, bear down, and go Rocks.
After that video, that's all folks. For the final time, stay breezy and go Rocks.